I feel like I think I also need a temporary path yeah, a temporary path to work on. So basically when we try to convert the video to an audio, we need the file, right? So we need the audio itself to, or maybe we can just get the bytes, right? Guess we can just work with um yeah. Uh, I'm thinking about it, whether we should just work with the bytes, the audio bytes, or we should um or we just like convert it to an actual file. If we convert it to an audio file, then we need to have an output directory or a place where we work from. Yeah. Let's start by just using an output directory. come back here. Okay, so we need to convert this to an audio right now. And I think this needs to be a mutable reference. We can use this function that I mean we can check whether this path exists actually. Actually, um, I'm just wondering whether we should even just um, call this function, call the load function. I mean, if it fails, then we don't have to do any form of. We just what we want to do here is like we want to just ascertain that that file is there, right? I think I'm just gonna use it. Wait, we have a load function. Is this? Yeah, this is the one here, right? So we can load the video, right? This returns a result for us, and it can actually be it can be this, yeah. Yeah, result meta. I think we can do result meta here. This gives us back a video metadata, all that. So we can actually we can do a map here, right? Yeah, okay. So this can actually be ignored. Now, assuming that we succeed to load this, then we can try to do the processing now, right? So, yeah, this is the point where we also have to check that that the output directory is okay. I think it's called start, is it not? Path, actually. I think we need what is the path, yeah. We can go directly from path. But if the path doesn't exist, actually what we want to do is to create it. I think there's a think we've used it somewhere before. Yeah, it's actually create directory all or create, yeah. This is all we need here actually. Okay, so what has this to do with the parent directory here? I mean, you get a path out of the string. Hmm. I don't think it needs to be. Yeah, is it because parent returns? Parent gives us an option. I think that is why, right? But this gives us a path. Yeah, this gives us a path. Um, okay, parent gives us an option. What are you even complaining about here? Okay, so what is the issue here? Type annotation needed cannot infer. This is okay. So basically, I'm saying we have video metadata and then you return that, but you don't know what that is. How come? Sorry, not option. Result that okay is what you, but you need type annotation. How do you mean? Type annotation needed cannot infer the type of the parameter uh e on the enum. I see. I think I have that actually here. Okay. I think this is similar to what we did before. We've done something similar here. Yeah, so what is the complaint about mismatch types, expected reference, found reference to results string. Is that what output file name is? Okay. Yeah, because I guess true. We need to use the question mark operator. Yeah, to give us what we need. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have file name and we convert the error. We have what we need. Now the output. So now this is for processing. Yeah, this should be like this. And I think that this is probably what we want, right? Because yeah, so we just need to see whether this would um generate the audio for us, right? For the video. So, or at least extract the audio. Um, but Clippy, so we have this warning. So string applied on a type that implements display format. Um, because we're using format here, right? So what do we need to do? What should we do here? The string applied to a type that implements display. Yeah, so it already implements display, so you don't need this. That's what it means, yeah. And then this other one is, yeah, this is not used. Clip this expression creates a reference which is immediately dereferenced by the compiler because, yeah, so it's basically there's no need for this. Yeah. All right. I think, I mean, we don't want to return anything when we do with the conversion. When the conversion succeeds, we don't really want to return anything, right? Um, yeah. I mean, right now we don't want to return, or maybe should we return the name of the, should we return at least the name of the file, of the audio file? Let's return the, maybe we should return metadata about the file, about the audio file that got created, yeah? Okay, let's do that. Um, this is in our video module, and I think it starts to get, um, well, it's okay. Just for right now, it's still okay. But I'm just also thinking about how we want things to be. Yeah. So I'm gonna have a struct for the audio metadata that we create, right? So let's create a struct for the audio metadata. And this audio metadata is it's gonna be the only metadata that we I think we use throughout our processing, I would imagine. I mean, at least right now. So let's just we can extend the struct afterwards, yeah. Right now, let's just why do we need to debug to do that right now? Let's just have what basic things we need on the struct right now for the audio. Um, I think we need the file name, yeah, or maybe that's the path. Let's do path, just like we have here. Mm, I don't know. I feel like file name should be enough right now. Let's just use a. Maybe we should just say path. The path to it should be okay. Let's return path right now, yeah, and let that be what is returned from here. Audio metadata, and then we should build that here and say audio metadata and just say path, and this would be um this would be the output file name, yeah. um okay, yeah, this should be it. Okay, what is, oh yeah, path proof, right? um hmm, I think we need to create this from path proof. I think it has a from, right? Converts to this type from the input type, and that can be, so so even this, yeah, but we haven't executed this yet, right? Like, I think we need to execute that. Is there something else we need to do? No, I think, yeah, I think we just need to basically check if it succeeded, yeah. And then if it succeeded, yeah, I think that's um this returns a command, yeah. Let's return the command and I don't know if do we need to do anything else on the command? What? No, I don't think we need to do anything on it further. I think we just need to check whether the command succeeded. So basically, if output dot status, I think, yeah, that's what the status return. It returns the result, yeah. Then we can just check if it's an error, and we can just return the error, right? We can um, how do I get the error? I think normally I get the std out, right? So output dot. Hey, come on, what's wrong? Yeah, so status gives me um that, but I can also get apart from status, I can get the hmm, okay, yeah, I can get the std error. I think that this is exactly it, but I don't need to. Oh wait, why do I need to pass something in? From this we can get it like so. So what is this here? Configures. Okay, this configures it. Interesting. Ah, yes, because uh that is different, right? So for this one, we are raising oh wait, I think it should be the same. But it's not available. Not available. What is different from what we used here before? Okay. I think it was our fault. We haven't called output on it. Yep, that's why. We were wondering why it wasn't working, yeah? But we anyway, I think we need to, do we need to even map? Because what does output give us, by the way? Okay. But I think we need to map the error to our own error type because otherwise it wouldn't be able to. How does it know about our error type, yeah? We should map the error. Right. Um, so again, output gives us a result with output that we need to map. I think it's going to be similar to this. Yep. Let me see what's that. Map error. And we can convert that error to our video error here, which would be, I'll just say conversion to error field or something. I think I don't even need this closure. What did we call that? Oh yeah, okay, video error. I think error already implements display, so that should be fine. I just don't know if we have enough closing braces. Probably we don't. Yep. Okay. Now we can check no method named status. Okay. So if output dot status is yep. Okay. So success, right? Do they have like error or failure? So we can just check whether it's not success. It's just slow. Yep. And now we can now we can proceed to check this, yeah? Yeah. We can from here we can actually print this. Now we get the error. Yeah. Oh, actually no, because that is a vector. I think we can do what was that? You can get this from a string, yeah. ETF8 velocity. Come on. STD error. All right. Now from here, yeah, we can just return this, right? So let's this function is not used, that's what it's saying. Okay. I think it's fine so far. Um, oh no, I think I messed that up. But anyway, we know that what we need to know is to. So let's test this out, right? Um, so how do we test this piece of code? What we had previously, we have a gRPC API for this, right? gRPC service for this. We can test it that way, or we can test the library itself, like the library code itself. So we can use the library inside of the aftercast server here. We have a main Rust. Okay, well, we already bound this, like we already have it like so. Maybe we just add it, right? So what we'll do is let's extend. Wait, sorry, hold on. Um, no, wait, no. Um, sorry. Okay, what I needed to. Okay, so what we will do now, let's add a let's add a let's add an RPC service for fetching the or for converting the audio. Let's add a request. So this is also is a string, right? And then that is going to be the file name. Let's just return the file name. This file name now. I think it's yeah. Is it I think it's file name. Um. Okay. So we can say this returns us the a lot of. I think both stopped for some weird reason. It was not able to continue. I think it was doing too much. Okay. Is it back? It's probably back. LSP. So what's wrong? Syntax error. But yeah, this should be fine now, right? I think I already saved this. Okay, it's not. I think it's not probably not able to sync that. But yeah, this should be fine. It should be okay now. I imagine. Um, now now with this, um, anyway, this would take care of. I mean, I have the proto, so this is our build.rs file, which takes care of generating the the descriptor. We use this for reflection and generating the client and server for us, right? Right. So that is there. And now in the services, um, okay, I think because I closed it, there was a problem before. But yeah, I think we need to add. Oh yeah, so we have a video server. So in the services, yeah, let's add. I think something is wrong. I need to restart the. Can I? How do you? Let's be restart. Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm not using that personalizer anyway. So I think now we need to. So we have one for load video. I don't know if we now have a generated. So the generated stuff would be inside of. I think it's in gRPC. We should have. So this is the load response one. I don't know if we have. This is generated client. I don't know if we have anything for the new stuff that we just added. The new service. I don't know if we have that. That was called what convert, right? Convert to. I think it's not there. And we maybe we can trigger the maybe we can trigger the proto booklet with Pascal case. Um, convert to audio with Pascal case such as convert to audio. So what is wrong here? Is that what it's correct? Are you high or what? Like RPC RPC name convert to audio should be Pascal keys such as convert to audio. Oh wait, oh I think I see. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, my fault. Why is Boof quitting on me? What's the problem? Oh, breaking previously present RPC convert to audio. Ah, okay, yeah, I know. That was my fault. Uh, okay, so yeah, I think I need to fix I need to do something about this LSP. Something is wrong with this. I'm using both here, but it obviously not supporting me properly very well. Yeah, I can look at that later. But then what I think I wanted to see whether we now have a generated we now have generated stuff for Still don't have it, right? But anyway, I think it would get generated once I run a cargo build, right? Missing converter implementation, yes. Yeah, so that's what it's talking about. Yeah, that's true. We need that. Yeah, so it can tell that in the video server here, um, yeah, since we are doing an implementation for video server, we don't have that one. We don't have the we don't have a function for what we implement, yeah. Okay, we need to add it, but before we do that, oh yeah, I think it just got generated. Look, it has changed, right? So for example, if I do, yep, so look, it's now added, yeah, so the generation has happened. Okay, so we can add it now. We can say it's async, convert to audio, and so our request is a request that takes convert to audio request, and it's gonna give a result that is a response that has convert to audio response, and the status. Yeah, and inside of here we can get the request like we did here previously. Uh, what else? Yeah, and then now we should make the call, yeah. And yeah, that gives us back a file name, yeah. Just gonna say file name because we know that's what we get back, right? So it's gonna be an Aptcast, and I think I yeah. Okay, so I don't know if IntelliSense is broken or what, but I don't get any support here. I don't get any support here so far. We have oh wait, do I need no I don't need that. I have access to it. So why is this not working? Okay, I'm just gonna try to restart this. There's a swap file. Is that the problem? Anyway, so we need to bring in these into scope. The create audio request. And it also says that these are unused imports. That's not true. They are used. Look. Ah, okay. Okay, I mean, it's a good thing I'm seeing that I need to work on my setup a bit, right? Because I mean, I do want to use VS Code. I wanted to use NVMe, right? And then also slowly develop it and make it better, right? So So it's working. This proves that it's working. We just need to make it better. That's it. Okay, so yeah, this. No, not the response. It's the request. Yeah, now the response. Yeah, I think I think the problem is really about you talked about the swap file being somewhere. I think I saw that earlier. I think that's what that's the source of this issue. How can I find the swap file? Come on, I'm just exposing myself here. So okay, we should just find the swap file. That's it. It's probably in page. I don't see any swap files anywhere. Um, ignoring swap file for process. A different viewing process and ignores the using the swap file. So we need to find that file. swap file found. Okay. I guess we have to close everything. I mean, all the new stuff that we have open. Let's do that. Do we still have the issue? I don't know, but it looks like we still do. For the life of me, this is really, really strange. Like, so we already have. Wait, why would this even happen? Is it would it be because the file was actually regenerated? Could be, right? But it doesn't make sense because hold on. Yeah, this now we see what is this one? Video service doesn't satisfy. The thread bound video service. Okay, the thread bound video server. This service is not satisfied. Why is that? The thread HTTP is implemented for. Anyway, let's try to fix this video server thingy here. I have a variable called request here, but you cannot see it. Okay, so I think we actually do have a problem. Okay. Um, okay, I think it's still trying to analyze, right? Let's just give it a little bit of time, but no, it's done and we don't have it. Okay, so I broke my I broke my developer environment. All right, that's it. I think I'm gonna have to check this one later. Yeah, to like figure out what possibly went wrong here. I mean, all we did was so anyway, I mean, our setup is not great. It's not that great, but again, it's for us to like make progress and like start to use the stuff. Previously, it was working as expected. We had like um well, we were generating to the SRC folder, which I don't like, but for now it works, right? So we only all we did was generate generate these yeah, as you see, look at the part that got generated. It's the video, it's the convert to audio part that got generated, you know. So and that's all. That's all. That's the only thing that changed here, you know. Uh and that's the only thing that changed here. And we also generated a bin, right? Like the for so okay, so reflection. And and now we are unable to even access like request and all of this stuff, right? So if I say like let us, I'm sorry, comment out this code block. No. Okay, okay. When it looks like so when we comment out this code block and these are now there. Okay, and now the complaint is that all traits are not implemented. So now let's try to implement the trait. Sorry, not trait, the function, yeah. Uh, yeah, we need a convert to audio function, yeah. So that is going to also be an async function convert to audio. I was also expecting this to help us with that. So we have a request that's going to be called a request that has convert to audio request. And we're going to get yeah, a result that has a response that has convert to audio response status. Okay, so let's just say this is going to return for us an okay mm, that has a response. So let's just say let response be response, a new response, right? That has in its body, like, I don't know, can we do this? I think we can, yeah. And this should return okay response. Um, no, actually, I think it needs to return mismatch type. Mismatch type is expected, convert to audio response, and then it's getting a response. Yeah. Yeah, this should be um convert to audio response, but we mm, oh yeah, sorry. Um we yeah, it needs to be a response. Yeah, I think yeah, it needs to be a response that has convert to audio response in it. So basically that would be a new response that has convert to yeah, convert to audio response here. By the way, I don't even know if I don't think we need. Okay, that's fine. And that would be based on what comes back, right? From yeah. So let's now say um let's try to do request is gonna be request dot into inner, right? Like we wanted to do, and then let this is file name be okay. I think it's now fine. It was broken before, but it's now fine. Yeah. Okay. Um, convert to audio. So we want to get, yeah. And the path is going to be request. No, she should not be request like so, yeah. This is going to be like this. Path, right? And then the output directory will be, oh yeah, that's true. We didn't add the output directory to the request, right? We should add the output directory so to the request, so it's going to be in the proto. It needs to be part of the request. That's going to be path. And this is going to be string out directory. Come on. But you're going to build the build script for me. Yep. Okay. Mm, I think we are supposed to await here. Yeah, exactly. This is asynchronous, so we have to await here. Yeah, but await. And we should also even map, right? So basically we can do this, and then we can also do it at map error. Wait, why do we need this? No, we wanna wait. We cannot do that map error. Why not? Oh wait, is it because of the response type from here? Yeah, that's because of the response from here. So we haven't implemented this. So this needs to return for us a result that is video and audio metadata. Otherwise, give us an aftercast error. Yeah. And in fact, it should be let audio. All right, I just let metadata be video and convert to audio, and it should take the path and also take the out directory. Yeah, this needs to be immutable reference. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so that's fine. This one is fine for us now. So now we can go back to here. When we call await, we can now call map error on it. Because now it's giving us a result, yeah? And we can say the error should give us just straight, pretty simple. We're gonna go with this simple implementations for now, and then later on we can figure out what needs to change later, right? So let's move. Okay, now that we have this, arguments to this function are incorrect, yes, because this needs to be a mutable reference, yeah? So um, the first one needs to be mismatch. I think this needs to be a reference, yeah? Yeah, and then, mm, yeah, so now that we have the file name, well, actually it's not file name, it is actually metadata. It's metadata, yeah? And we can now that's true. Okay, so yeah, let's just follow convention, right? So for the video, notice that we simply do metadata.into, so let's do the same thing here. Let's call metadata into, but this would not work. In fact, it doesn't exist. The reason is that we don't have we need to implement the from um we need to implement the from trait on we need to implement the from trait on audio metadata, so it can go from mm, yeah, so we can call into into the response, or into the, what do you call it now, into the convert audio response type, yeah. So so we need to go to where we have metadata, basically here, and then we need to implement from. So we need to implement from trait on audio metadata. So basically you can go from audio metadata for um the type, for our type. No, I mean type that is our operator generates for us, which is convert response, convert audio response. So now we have a function from that's gonna go like so, and then it would just simply return self, and I think it's called file name, yeah, and it should be value dot. Oh. Okay, so we have one called file name, the other one called path. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that we should change that actually. We should change that. In audio metadata is called path. Here's called file name. Okay, let's just test that our API works fine, and then we can change that, yeah? I think that's what's important first of all. And what is failing from here? Is it from here? Anyway, we'll see. But I think we were here. Yeah. So now we can now do a dot, I mean, dot into, yeah. Now it exists. And we can now return the response. What's the problem? We want to do OK and return the response, but it's not working. It tells us mismatch type, expected struct, response. Yeah, response and then convert to audio. But that's exactly what this is it not? It is. Oh, what is wrong? Oh no, why is it saying tonic? Is it okay? I think yeah, it's right. It's correct. It's tonic. It's supposed to return. But what is the problem now? Hmm. Let's see. So it says okay. Oh wait, we're changing the wrong thing. Yeah, is it? Oh no, that's not that. Wait, it's here. So metadata into this is a response convert to audio response. Yes, and this right here. So it's expecting a struct of response aftercast gRPC video one convert to audio response, but it's getting convert audio metadata. Oh wait, did we mix something up? So instead of getting convert audio response, it's having audio metadata. Interesting. Oh wait, that's because this gives us an audio metadata, but when we call doesn't doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But this is what we are passing to. Look at it. Response itself right here is already a response of convert to audio response. And that's what we're passing here. Not this. So I don't know what this is talking about here. Hmm. Did we miss something? There's a map error here. And then there's a response here. Come on. Okay, and now it says response unknown. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so there might be a problem actually, because like let's actually go to here and see the audio metadata. This is a struct here. And oh yeah, so I think there's a problem here. So if you go from this to convert audio response, and then this is file name value.path. Yeah, this should be string. Not string, right? Should be path. Oh, that from should be value.path, right? From value.path should be. Why not? What's wrong? Um. Okay, so found path proof. Okay, yeah, that's true. This. Wait, hold on. I think I'm getting myself confused here now. So this is supposed to be a string, yeah? And what is value.path? Is a path proof dot we have two string, yeah? We do. What is the standard thing to call on this? Gonna call to string on this. Oh, come on. Expect match types. Expected struct. Expected struct. What is this? This is a string. Oh, this is an option. Yeah, okay. May or may not succeed. But why do we need a path proof here again? And how did we do it for this one? Okay. That's because we were not, hold on, no, video metadata. So then how did we, when we're converting from here? Oh, we did not include path, so that's why we didn't run into that problem. Okay. So, so now, if we don't have path, then we run into a problem. Hmm? All right. So I just want to test this right now. I don't want to. So let's test this right now. We can once it's working, fine. Then we can. I just want to see this working. We can improve this afterwards. Now, if we go back to our video server, we still have this problem here. We still do. Uh, okay. Consider changing this to meet. Why is that? Oh wait, hold on. Consider changing this to immutable. Yeah, because of, is it because of this? Okay. So these were the reasons why we're having that problem earlier. Okay. Okay, so we have this down. Um, I think we can. Is there anything we're missing now? No. Can we try to run this? Build it rather. So it built fine. Let's try to run it. Yeah, let's see. No. Could not determine. I think we need. Yeah, we need to run the server. Yeah, so JRP server is running on 5051. Yeah, let's give it a. Let's give it. If we go by server reflection, yeah, we see the convert to audio. Because yeah, we have reflection enabled, right? We have reflection enabled for the project for I mean for the gRPC service, and we can see the convert to audio. So we have, if we still call this, yeah. So this is still fine. This is the first API that we wrote, right? First service we wrote. That just loads the video, right, and gets out the best data from it. I hope I can duplicate this tab. Yeah, I can. Probably should call this. I mean, I don't need this anymore. Scar changes. I'm just gonna try to. I can't save this. Nope, I can't. That's fine. So this one, it's like same address, and then the method is convert audio, Um, I just need to. It's also a path, right? So it's the same file, but it also needs an output directory. I think. Hold on. I need to use example message. Yeah, exactly. So because of reflection, this one's got a reflection, by the way. So now I can just copy the path. Yeah. And the output directory, I want it to also be on, if it be go to the same directory. And um, let's see, should it be movies? Yeah, we have movies, but let it create. So it should create me another folder inside movies directory. Give me a folder, uh call it audio or yeah, audios, movies, audios, and that's fine. Uh, it worked. It worked. The file is there. The file is there. You know, it worked. Wait, did it work or not? Um, okay, now where is our file? I don't see the, oh, sorry, no, wait, hold on. I don't see the audios here. I don't see audios here actually. Because, well, let's see, let's look again. So it said it created this file. Get off. Oh yeah, okay, so it didn't succeed. So our error handling is broken because we actually have an error, but it still returned. I think we're missing something. We did not. Interesting. Yeah, we need to handle that error, but again, but we see the error here. We see that could not extract Y. Mm, configuration, blah, 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 blah. It tried to do it. Problem was error opening output file. So no such file or directory. Um, is it because you don't have permission for that? But we said you should be able to. We said all we said is first. Okay, so two problems. One is that the error we don't have the error handling is not working as it should. Basically, we received the response when there was an error. That should not be the case because convert this should. Why did this not give us an error here? Why did this point? I mean, we waited and then we were supposed to map the error to this and give us an aftercast error. That's what we were supposed to get. Yeah, but not to get a yeah, not to get a an okay, yeah. And so what if I go here? Did we do something different here? Nope. It's pretty much the same. Just checking if we did something um terribly off. No, wait. No, this is wait, okay. It's not, it's just a, yeah, it's we said if, I mean earlier we said if the That's for the format, yeah. But if the output is if the output itself, the status is not success, then we return. Do we do that here? No, we didn't. We only do the tracing. That's the problem. See? That's where our bug came from. So if the output is not success, then we want to return conversion failed error, right? And say, and basically say this. Yeah, basically say this. So we can actually do, actually, we can say that the let error be this. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's the error string. And then we can we can say error here. And here also we can say error. Um, okay, why not? What's wrong? Um, why is this double personalizer found expected on argument found to could not do this. And what is this? By the way, this is supposed to be um wait, why do we need this to be? Let's check where we've used that before. What does this do? Use users, okay. I think we can work with that, can't we? Um, this is complaining about the expected one. Oh yeah, I see why. It's because we don't have format here. Yeah, we're doing this without formatting. Okay, so yeah, so this should fix the first issue. By the way, I haven't taken care of um running rerunning cargo, right? Like, yeah, I need to take care of that. So I have to stop it every time. Not very convenient. No, it still doesn't. I thought this was the problem. If this doesn't, then it should tell us could not extract, right? Yeah, that's what it does. It tells us could not extract um audio, and it gives us the error. But why in the world is this not? Uh, is it not returning? So if the output status is not success, failure, return this conversion error to us. Or, all right, we didn't return. Yeah, it should be like so, yeah. Should be like so. It wasn't gonna return. So it's a bit, yeah, because we're not just doing a map here. Yeah, it should return. Okay. Okay, now we get the error. Yeah, aftercast error. So video conversion failed, could not convert to audio. Yeah, we get the error here. No such file or directory. Okay, now we can um yeah, we now know the problem is, by the way, let me uh I need to commit these. Okay, so now we know that the problem is that it cannot find um it cannot the problem is that it cannot find that file, that folder or file rather. Wait, hold on. Not the file actually, it cannot create the file. Yeah, so it cannot find the directory. So the problem is that so we need to convert to audio. We want to make sure that a directory exists. So we give it an output directory that it uh hmm, I see. I think I know what the issue is because when we give it yeah. So the thing is we're giving it a path that has put the parent is up to movies, yeah, but the actual path is like movies is audios. So what we're doing here is that we're checking whether um directory parent, which is up to movies, exists. There's some of that exists, and it would it would exist, so that the sum would exist, and then it's supposed to now do a create directory all for parent. Not for parent, actually. It should be for the path. But what does this take? It takes a path. Why are we not able to? And by the way, why don't we just check? Why don't we check this for why for parent? Why not just for why not for the path itself, right? Because okay, that's because this returns us. I think this returns us a path, yeah, and we need that to be an option. I mean we need to check with an option. Um, what do we have on path? Path exists is Boolean. New directly wraps a string slice as a path slice. Okay, but this why do we need to do that when this recursively creates a directory on all of its parents if they are missing. So we can do this another way. We can actually say that um, why do we even care about this? Why don't we simply say video path? Why not? Why not? Why not this? This would create everything if they're missing. That's it. We don't need to do anything else, right? Yeah. Okay, so I just rerun it. That's yeah, I don't expect that we need to do anything. This what this does for us is recursively creates the directory and all of its parent components if they are missing. So it should be fine. Now let's run it again, right? So okay, so we get the same error, and the problem is still about the fact that no such file or directory. Meanwhile, it wasn't created. Hmm. Error opening output. It's just that it cannot open the output. And why is that? This is supposed to give us a result. Yeah. And it returns an error if okay, so let's print out what happens from this call here. So if it's an okay, I think it doesn't return anything, it's just empty, right? If it's an okay, then it should um actually I could have just done I think it's better for us to do this. No, we don't need this. We can just do it like so. Yeah. I don't know if this it should do it like I mean this should log this for us. I see nothing. Hmm. Wait, already exists. Uh, error creating. So the error creating directories, the kind is already exists. That's like messages that file already exists. Hmm. Okay, I think I think it's because of the way this works. If they are missing, function is not atomic. It return it if it returns an error, any parent component. If it returns an error, any parent components it was able to create will remain. If the empty path is passed to this function, it always succeeds without creating any directories. So because the parent already exists, this is why it left off. Is that it? I mean, it says already exists. It exits because the parent already exists, and the parent in this case is, I mean, file exists, and we're talking about the video path here, which is. Oh, wait a minute. Um, yeah, okay. No, hold on. I think we got something wrong here. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, that was our fault. So this should not be video path. This is supposed to be the output directory, the out directory. Yeah. Um, no, we don't want to move this, yeah. Should borrow this. I said it succeeded. Yeah, it succeeded actually. Because this is it here, audios, and this is the audio here. And it's like 204 MB. So it succeeded. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, yeah, so we know that's gonna work now. And we get the file name as well. So we can convert our video to audio now via this service. That's cool. Yeah. So I want to do this again. Yeah, it's it's logged directories created again. Yeah, that's because because what we asked it to do, we asked it to log that. So we expect to see two videos here with different timestamps, different yeah, different file names, yes, which are current time. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. That works for us. Um, yep. So the only thing here is that I just don't want it to do this all the time, right? That's all. We changed this just because we wanted to see how it was working. So I think if I revert this, um, what did I have before? We had this before. Yeah, what we had before was out directory actually. Why was that one not even working actually? Because oh yeah, it was doing parent. Hmm. And for this we have now, what we have now is just go ahead and create everything every time. Wait, let me see. Okay, so I think what we need is first of all to know whether the output directory exists, right? Yeah. So basically, I think I can just even change this. The directory itself, if it doesn't exist, then we want to create it. Yeah, if it doesn't exist, create it. Otherwise, yeah. So the out directory exists, skipping creation. That's fine. That's exactly what I want. Okay, that can be a debug log. It's not okay. And this got created, and it's in the audios. Yeah, so we have three files. That's fine, and they're all like 204 MB. That's correct. That's cool. So now I think I can make this debug. Oh, and sorry, this needs to be error, yes, but this should be a debug, same as this. Um, yeah. So we fixed the bug with creation. Um, okay. So we have a second we have a second implementation now. So I think we are good. I mean, so we have two functions now implemented, two RPC functions now implemented in our Pro to we can load the video and we can convert the video to audio. I think that's a good place to leave it tonight. I think tomorrow or in the next stream, I shouldn't say tomorrow actually. So in the next stream, I think what I want to do is I probably want to extract the transcript from the audio. So basically, I want to use a model to extract the transcript. Yeah, so that would that could be that's one tangible thing we can work on tomorrow next stream. Yeah, and then after that we think about what to do, what we should do next. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending the stream. Thank you very much, and see you next time.